Welcome to the Pockethole Podcast.
On the internet, you've said that your interests include being confused and offended.
Yeah.
However, you don't know about that?
Yeah, I forgot about it.
I thought it was like a tagline. I thought it was like a band philosophy.
No, it was more when we were writing up the Facebook page. We were like, "Oh, that'd be funny."
Yeah,
It's really
because someone got offended by the name.
I was going to say, so you have an innate, perhaps unwanted talent for offending the delicate souls out there just by saying one word.
Yeah, and about that, like, if you're offended by, by curious means,
interested in both. Interested in different things, really.
yeah, like if you're offended by that, you're a fat moron. Like,
It's like there's a vocal minority out there on the internet. And they're the people who dislike your fucking YouTube videos. Do you ever see you have one dislike?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I know.
When you first started the band, would you have kind of been like, oh, like someone's annoyed about that?
No.
Depends what kind of criticism it is. Like, someone was annoyed about. See, we use these samples in one of our songs called "Japanese Puppy," and they're samples of this French general during the Second World War who basically signed a deal with Hitler to basically give a part of France to Hitler because they were getting super overwhelmed and that was the only way, blah blah blah. And people obviously hate that. French people hate that because it's like collaborating with the enemy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I decided to put samples of him talking, doing a speech, just because it's such an important thing that happened in French history and stuff, and it's a little bit shocking, and I thought it was really interesting to put that in a song. And some dude on YouTube commented being like, "What the fuck are you doing putting these things in the song and whatever?" And I can kind of understand that because it's a little bit controversial and it's something that can offend a lot of people or hurt a lot of people's feelings because of what happened during the Second World War. But with that kind of stuff, I understand people being a little bit offended, but with other stuff someone asking us why are you bi-curious, it's just stupid, and there's two different kinds,
Yeah. So, well, yeah, I suppose you have to pick your battles in a lot of ways.
Yeah, exactly.
I found in my own experience, I don't know, maybe people just haven't caught onto it yet, but I've said a lot of things where I'm like, oh shit, people are going to get mad about that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they don't. And I think it's because you're just I did it.
You just have to own it.
Yeah.
Really.
My guess would be if you back down about the bi-curious thing, people would just give out to you about it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does anyone say that kind of stuff to your face, or is it just all internet?
No, it's because to be honest, that's bi-curious isn't really a strong thing either. It's literally just I'm bi-curious. I've kissed men before just because I wanted to see what it was like and all this kind of shit. And it's just being curious. It's not and I don't know. It's there's nothing to be offended about.
Yeah, I have no idea how you can be offended by that.
But at this stage, do people just not bother to get annoyed about that anymore?
Someone said to actually, and not on the internet, to one of my friends at a gig before, it's they ever stop going on about their sexuality? It's just a band name.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. When people actually criticize the music, has that changed at all since putting things out?
I don't mind people criticizing the music. It doesn't bother me.
Even do you get shitty YouTube comments, that kind of thing?
Well, there was one that said it was the guitar rocks but the drums suck, or something like that. And I was a bit oh. Yeah, that was the one where I was a bit oh, that kind of hurts. But apart from that, but at the end of the day, it's some guy behind his keyboard
Yeah, living in his mom's house and
Yeah.
he's 40 years old and he plays
I live in my
World
mom's
of
house.
Warcraft.
Yeah, but so does that guy.
Yeah, so
the
does
way he does it is shit.
Yeah.
There was
Fuck
someone.
him.
The only I've gotten the odd bit of criticism or just weird comments, but the only one that I really think about is someone made a YouTube account and it was something like PDF shitty hole. They
Seriously?
actually made an account and commented on my video and said this is shit. People thought that I made a fake account and commented on my own video. It's
That would be a genius move. I hope you did that.
Yeah.
Well, if I did it, I'd pick a different name probably. Maybe in the future. But that was, who and why?
That's actually a really good marketing technique. Just create your own beef. Just kind of you beef yourself with a fake account.
Did you watch that documentary Don't Fuck With Cats?
No, what is
It's
that?
about the serial killer guy but he made like fake accounts like commenting
On his own thing.
yeah, being like, "Whoa, you're so handsome" and stuff. So yeah, he might
And did
be
it work?
I don't know.
I mean, that's the most important part. Yeah, if we know him as that, then probably didn't work in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like if he even goes far as to make another like band, because you're an instrumental band, you could be anyone. Make another band that's just as successful as you, fight each other.
Yeah.
2 bands simultaneously.
Probably become world famous. Like,
Yeah.
You'll have twice the amount of followers, you know.
we should like start a movement, an anti-bicurious movement with like loads of fake bots, like attacking us,
Yeah.
and create the biggest internet controversy ever.
Yeah.
And we'd be so famous.
Like people who know their sexuality, like know that's about it, and people who aren't quite sure, like just duking it out on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, where do you get your ideas from?
Ideas.
In general, like,
Yeah.
My head. No,
I don't know.
What is this? What is that?
that fucking.
Oh my god.
That's like
That's a really
Taran-
bad picture of me, by the way. I really hate that picture.
What is it?
I wish you
Like, what
used a different...
It's Taran's head on a big body with a big cock.
He's black also.
Yeah, he's black.
Yeah, it has to be said. Like, you
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
he's like really black.
His body looks like his face is really handsome, but he's got an enormous penis.
Where did I get this? Where did this come from?
The internet.
You
The internet?
You probably made it in your house.
Speaking of the internet, you have a song called "The Japanese Puppy." Where did that come from?
Oh, this is.
Should we explain?
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
should
explain
explain
this.
Okay, Gavin,
Can I explain it?
go on.
Japanese puppy. The name came from we were in 2 pubs in on Francis Street, and Taran opened up his laptop, and Japanese porn came up on it, and he's like, "Oh shit," and closed it. And then I was like, "Oh, we should call the song Japanese Puppy," because we're in 2 pubs, puppy and Japanese
Wow,
porn.
there
yeah.
you go.
Yeah,
But with the sound,
I can't remember. No, there was no sound.
no,
It
there
was
no
just,
sound.
but it was funny because we were like sitting like along a wall, and I had my laptop open so that because Gav was sitting like in front of me, and I had my laptop like facing the entire room so that we could both see it, and it just opened on like full blown Japanese.
what
porn.
was happening in the video?
I can't remember. I think it was.
What was the premise of the film?
It was just like, I think it was just like a blurred screen of some Japanese one.
Oh, really?
If of
I
all
think-
types of porn to be watching, best one probably.
I feel like it might
Yeah.
have been one of. There was this really good video that I found. It was like in a changing room in a shop, and it was Japanese people doing it in a changing room. It was
Doing
great.
it.
In a change. Yeah, it was
Doing
great.
it. I love that. I have a friend who calls it doing the job. Doing the job.
That's a good one.
Like, what were you up to last night? Doing the job, were you? Like, I don't know. Just sounds funny. What, is that something that you don't tell people? Because I got a lot of questions asking about that.
Really?
A few.
No, I don't think many people know about that actually.
But whenever someone does ask,
Yeah, we'd tell
we
them.
just say it. But I don't know. Like maybe we shouldn't have said it on the podcast.
No, we've
don't
already
know.
talked
It's
about
fine.
the Kit Kat Club.
Exactly. There's no going back.
Yeah.
All right. So we've I put up a thing on the internet asking people to ask you questions. So I'm going to ask
Yeah.
you those questions.
Okay.
You've got mail.
Right. So Sean says, "Are you inspired by Royal Blood at all? They're one of my favorite bands."
Not really. No.
Tara says, "Taran, will you marry me?"
Yes.
Cool. That's good. Do you think she's expecting that?
Yes.
Connor says, "Taran, did you know Liverpool are going to bottle the league this year?"
Connor, you can go away.
Oh, I'll censor that. Make it
And
sound
you're-
like you
and-
said something
and-
much
and
worse.
Connor, you can go. And you're wrong also because we're too good this year.
He says, like, "Did you know that they are?" Like, he sounds pretty confident.
Unless he comes from the future, like he's wrong. There's no way it's happening.
He didn't specify. He has a
I wo-
futuristic name.
I wonder who he supports. Probably Man United or some bad team.
Is there any team apart from your favorite team that you wouldn't call bad?
Yeah, plenty. Just not Man United.
Leo says, "Fuck you, knobheads. What's it like to suck your mom's tits?"
Is that a real question? Did
Yeah.
someone actually?
Someone say
Is
that?
that
Have it written
his
right
name
here.
is Leo? Is it?
Leo, yeah.
Is that
Do you know Leo?
Because there is a Leo and he's 13 and he shouldn't be saying those words.
Oh, right, is
I'm not going to
that's who I
say
think
who it is.
If that's who I think
But,
it is,
like,
Jesus.
You
Leo,
should
go on. What's his full name?
I'm not going to say.
What's his address? How much money does he have in his bank account?
No, but what did he ask?
It's a very 13-year-old question. He said, "What's it like to suck your mom's tits?"
Are my mom's tits or like?
I think you collectively.
What about his mom's tits, eh?
Oh shit! Well, I'll have to
No
message him and
comment.
find
yeah,
out.
find out, yeah.
We'll get back to you on that. Connor again, different Connor, I think. Will you ever do a track with a guest vocalist? All right, we already
We covered that.
We
Yeah.
covered that, Connor. Jesus Christ, keep up.
Get with the program,
Yeah,
man.
fucking hell. Connor says, in response to that last question, sorry, I just realised you asked that. Oh, sorry, I should have read that in full. Jack says, saw you at the first time at the Grand Social during the summer. Don't have a question, but just want to say it was class.
Thank you.
That wasn't the summer.
Well, thank you, Anya.
Actually, maybe September is still the summer.
Just a note. Ask a fucking question next time, Jack. Laura says, oh no wait, Patrick says, why did you break Jack Hussey's mom's lamp while filming the Sugar Beats music video?
Who asked that?
Patrick?
Oh, I think that's Patrick. Did we? We didn't break the
Why?
lamp. We broke a mug.
He broke a mug. Why?
I think
Why?
our glass. I can't remember.
Why would you do that?
There's actually a behind the scenes video of that on our YouTube channel, and I'm like, go mad to Pa, and he's like going nuts, and I think we were all just a bit hyper, and someone bumped into glass, and so sorry,
it's
Jack,
all for
about
the
that.
cinematography of the
it's,
moment.
yeah, it's
you
about
know?
cinematography.
I'm sure we can all
Just
appreciate
want
that.
to say
here.
sorry to Jack for whatever we broke.
I don't know, maybe Pork's asking it on Jack's behalf.
Maybe.
Too shy to ask himself.
Yeah.
James says, is Taran a competent knitter, and would he cut his own hair off to knit his son a sweater?
So no.
I love that
and-
question, by the way.
Well, actually, I feel like it'd be pretty cool to make a what is it, a sweatshirt
Uh-huh.
to my son out of my own hair,
Yeah.
but I can't knit, so I don't think that would happen.
Shit.
But if I was to cut my hair off, I would try and do something cool like that with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Something cool like that, or that exactly?
Probably that exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get much better. Hugh says, where'd you get your shades? And I think that's a question for me. You don't wear shades.
There's one photo
Sometimes.
of us wearing sunglasses.
I think you just really want that question to be about you.
I do.
You're just tired of people asking
let's
us
think.
questions.
Let's think about this realistically. It's called the Pockethole Podcast, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's
okay.
not the By Curious podcast.
No, not at all. Like, you can go if you want. Liverpool win the league or sold out Vicar Street show? I assume that one's for me. Sold out Vicar Street show. I don't support Liverpool. If you were to answer that question,
Probably sold out Vicar Street
Yeah,
show.
same.
I mean, like, between the two of us, we've only worn shades once, you know? Like, what is that question for? What is the purpose? What are they trying to get?
I don't know.
You don't
But
care
where
either.
did you
Yeah.
get your shades?
I
Who?
got it off a present. I got shades as a present off my sister.
Where did you get your shades?
The Vans shop, Grafton Street.
You?
I don't know. I can't even remember. I think someone gave them to me. But as I said, I have much cooler shades now. Strangers with Guns said, how did the last Vinci become your manager, and how vital is having a manager?
The first time we met Alex was actually in Cork, I think, wasn't it? Where he was like the only person
Oh,
in the
yeah.
crowd.
Yeah. He came to see
Yeah.
us playing.
And he
in
thought, yeah, these guys have got something good going on.
Yeah. Whoa, loads of
This
people
is
are here.
rocking.
So how does that process happen? He sees a show, he's like, hey, I want to be your manager.
Well, we played a few gigs with his old band, Ordered a Mess, and then we had dinner in his house.
Oh,
He cooked some nice pasta,
wined and dined.
and he proposed the idea. And
He
it kinda
proposed the idea.
went, yeah.
He didn't even just ask it, he proposed
Yeah, he
it.
got down on his
Yeah, yeah.
knees
Wow.
and everything.
Will you be my band?
And kind of went from there.
Is it important to have a manager?
Well, it depends on what you want to do and how well you can do those things by yourself. I think it's important to do everything you can do by yourself before you look for a manager, because
Definitely, yeah.
you need to learn how to do all those things, and then you get to a point where there's too much to do, and having someone extra to share the load is really handy, and someone who can possibly bring it to a whole other level.
And a manager doesn't want to manage a band who don't do shit for themselves anyway.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're like, you know, they see something special in them. It's important to know a little bit about the industry before doing those things. You know.
Boomchild asks, how often do you use guitar tabs/drum tabs on stage?
Never.
I can't even read guitar tabs.
Yeah, I can't read
I'm
drum
hopeless.
tabs. I can read drum notation, but not drum tabs. But never anyway.
Have you ever seen anyone read guitar tabs on stage?
No.
I don't think I have. Laura asks, why do you hate gay people?
What?
That's not an actual question.
Yeah, come on.
Has it written down? It's written down.
Why do you hate gay people?
We don't hate gay people.
Anonymous asks, hi, I would like to remain anonymous, but I've recently come out as a bisexual, and the only reason it took me so long to come out was because I was forced to conceal my true identity, in part due to bands like Bicurious trivializing my sexuality and turning it into a marketing gimmick. How does it feel to profit off the repressed sexuality of a troubled youth? Also, do you have any of the European tour merch left?
Is that you or you?
I think you've written about like 90% of these questions, and we're not famous enough to have these people messaging. But
well, answer the question. Do you have any European tour merch left?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, about like 4 t-shirts.
Yeah.
Cool.
And they're all large.
Jan says, hi pockethole. This one is for me, apparently. Big fan of the show. The variety show episode was my favourite so far. Question for Bicurious. Why don't you go kill yourselves, you gay f***ed-ass losers? I wish you would die in an accident.
Jeez, I didn't realise we had so much like hate towards us. That's why don't they?
Why don't we? Yeah.
Why don't they post these things on YouTube so that we could, you know?
I suppose they need a medium. They need like a proxy to send it to. Yeah. Or maybe I just elicit some sort of weird anger in people. Jason says, "Fuck you. You don't deserve to live. You goddamn loving penis queens.
Whoa.
Fuck cock titty balls. La 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 brown." And it seems like it's cut off. Oh, it continues on the next page.
Oh, Jesus.
Your mother's a whore.
Okay.
Question mark.
I feel like I'm on South Park or something.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Andrew says, Taran, what loop pedal do you use?
Oh, there. That's a better one.
It's a Ditto Looper X4, the one with 4 buttons on it. It's good.
Cool. So we're going to go into a section called the lyric game. Which
that sounds fun.
It sounds like this.
Lyric game. It's a lyric game.
Very poetically titled segment, the lyric game. I'm going to give you a line of lyrics, and if you can give me the preceding lyric, then you'll win a very valuable photograph. And if you fail, you'll be exploded. So, here's the first
With
one.
the preceding lyric, as in like the one that comes before it?
After.
Okay.
Proceeding. Did I say preceding?
Yeah.
Proceeding.
Okay.
Edit that out. Yeah, so we'll play the clip, it'll get to a certain point, then you tell me what comes next. Here's the first one.
You feel is right from the tablecloth.
What was that?
Something about the table. I don't know. I'm really
Yeah,
bad
it
with
is.
lyrics,
That
but it
was
sounds like tablecloth what he says at the end of that.
I need the whole thing.
Or it's a teleport.
So what's... Okay, can we get like a couple words in a row here?
Lies from the table. I'm going to go with you.
What you feel is lies from the tablecloth. It's not that, but
it's teleport, I think, is the last bit instead of tablecloth, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll go with Taran.
Let's see what the computer has to say. That's the anticipation noise.
No, God! No, God!
It was,
please,
yet you
no,
feed us
no.
lies from the tablecloth.
Yes, it was tablecloth.
It was tablecloth.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. You got just enough. Teleport, though?
I don't know.
What do you think that song is about?
You feed us lies from the teleport.
I don't know.
It's like... I'd like to know what you think it's about. That would be a very interesting
I thought
song.
it was tablecloth or teleport. I just misunderstood it.
I would have thought that tablecloth was not the right word.
Well,
Sounds a bit odd. but-
System of a Down, you know?
Yeah.
So, you won a picture of a System of a Down poster. That's for you.
Oh, wow. That's really...
Fucking hell.
Whoa.
What?
Okay. It's, should I say what it is? Oh, I see the System of a Down poster there. I was like, that's not System of a Down at all. But it is. Should I?
Why? What do you see?
Well, should I really describe it? It's some sort of like nuclear wolf having sex with a regular human-looking wolf, but he has a really big penis. Again, something about big penises.
You
on this
like
show.
big penises, don't you?
It's actually weird. You're the ones who noticed that was happening in the picture. It was just a picture of a System of a Down poster, but
Yeah, but
I
it's not-
suppose I see it now. Yeah. Now that you pointed it out. Thanks for that. Here's the answer, by the way. I forgot to.
Yeah.
So, lyric 2.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got high. My room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah.
What is
Because I
it?
got high.
Because I got high. Because I got high.
Are you sure?
La 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 la.
That's your final answer?
Sure.
Sure.
It has to be.
I'm sorry, it's wrong.
What?
This is the answer.
Cause I'm high.
Oh yeah, it's at the end.
That was a trick
That was a trick
question.
one.
Are you really high, though, man?
You knew we were gonna say that.
How would I know? How would I know that? That was a perfectly reasonable question. You missed out on getting a naked photo of Hayley Williams on that one, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
I was probably just a man with a penis and Hayley Williams on the head.
I'm not going to show you. You want to see it? You
Yeah,
sound like
let's
you
see
don't
it.
want to see it. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. You're
Oh,
yeah.
whoa, that's really
What?
good.
Fucking
Well,
Yeah, not bad.
fucking hell, where did you get that?
I went to art
Well,
college.
it's not really a.
No, seriously.
It's not really
That's messed
her,
up,
but
like.
it really looks like her. I wonder if people can see into the studio right now because, like,
That is messed up, man.
Can you describe it for me?
it's a
Fucking hell, I don't want
it's
to.
it's a naked woman that looks a lot like Hayley Williams, with a Jesus cross on her leg and surrounded by really tall men with huge penises,
Fucking
and they're
hell.
black also. Again,
You have a fascination with big
It's
cats,
literally
man.
just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. I typed in Hayley Williams naked into the computer, and that was what came up. First result.
was it really just in the computer, or was it in?
Oh, I mean, I drew it myself. Here's the third one.
Yo, listen up, here's
a story.
about a little guy
You know?
that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with the blue
banging.
window and a blue bird.
Good song.
And everything is
Yeah.
blue for him and himself and everybody around. 'Cause
I think
he
it-
ain't got nobody.
It's a tough one.
Listen.
Blue, I'm in need of a guy.
Oh, we have to quote the actual
yeah,
lyrics.
it's like, because you think it's on blue, dabba dee, dabba die, but
Uh-huh.
then I'm blue, I'm in need of a guy.
I had this my friend Aaron told me this theory one day that it was like, I'm blue in Aberdeen, I'm a die, like I'm gonna die.
Ah.
Because apparently, I don't know if that's true, but I think the guy like killed himself in Aberdeen or something.
Jesus.
And I don't know if that's true, but he told me this, and he was like, that's what he says in the song, I'm blue in Aberdeen, I'm a die. I don't know if
Okay.
that's just.
So wait, he wrote that before he died in Aberdeen.
I think maybe I'm getting it wrong, but I think that's what my friend told me. Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what the computer has to say.
What was our answer?
Oh yeah, what was your answer?
Go with your one, I'd say.
I'm blue, I'm in need of a guy, but I have a feeling that's wrong.
I can't stop looking at this picture. Let's put it away.
I was right.
You got it.
Ooh.
Actually, I was just looking for blue.
Okay,
I'm blue.
okay. then.
But you gave me a little bit of bonus trivia, so
there you go.
for that you get a picture of Barack Obama. Just a
It's
picture
this
of
Derek
Barack
Andre-
Obama.
Oh Jesus,
That looks real.
It is.
Although it
Well,
doesn't-
that is really it.
Did you draw all of these?
can
No,
you explain
It's
this?
by what's that say?
Mark the brush.
2009.
Mark the brush. Good
It's
job.
Barack Obama, a drawing of him naked with a big cock once again, with an American flag.
And he's black.
And it looks like
He's black.
yeah.
That's the weirdest part of it.
Yeah, fucking hell. And it looks like he's wiping his ass with the American flag. Look.
Oh shit!
Doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who would draw that and have such gross humor? You know, such a weird
This is vulgar.
ideals. It's
Is
vulgar.
this why certain people didn't want their podcast to be aired?
It's things like this.
Because they got pictures of penises shown at them.
Yeah,
all the
and
time.
ironically, I told you because of that I'm going to tone it down a bit.
I feel like I should walk out of this and make a whole
You
dramatic
could.
scene,
That would be my ultimate goal.
but no, I'm not gonna play into your game, man.
Well, we'll see. Like, you know, there's still a bit of the show left.
Keep taking the penises.
Here's, I made you. You said that of your own volition. I didn't make you say that.
Welcome to the Pockethole Podcast. Sound waves fucking thoughts in the brains of the human population. Welcome to the Pockethole Podcast. Ear hole inhalation of good vibrations and an